And are you refreshed?
Yes.
Good. Now what? We're going to roll along. Faster now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The last time I was here in the hot seat, I talked about my little daughter who listens to Abraham through Solomon and Sarah books. So she says hello. I wanted to acknowledge a practice that I am practicing of appreciation by when I exercise in the morning. Well, first I got it from listening to a CD, not a cassette, but a CD. The message would have been the same, but it was a man that was in the hot seat, and he talked about making a thank you note to you and Abraham, and about all the things that had happened. It was a funny but potent message. So I took that and I adapted it to the digital format, and then I made notes in my phone, and when I exercise in the morning, I enjoy the feelings of well-being I get from knowing that I am more than this physical body and the things that I enjoy. And I have this long list. And it plays while I exercise and with music in the background. And it just gets me on the right track in the mornings of just being fully appreciative of all of the things that I've experienced and I'm experiencing. And I have just opened up, and my business is just flourishing, and my family's happy and healthy. All the things that are in that recording, kind of like the guy with the list. It's
almost like you create your own reality.
It is almost like that, yes. And
so your reality is responding to your dominant vibration, and your vibration is becoming dominant because you're practicing it deliberately.
And to get here in this seat, I sat there and I thought about how warm it is here, because I was cold over there, and I remembered it being warm and comfortable and more fun here than it is down there. And as I thought about that, I knew you were going to call me. And here we are. And so I just really enjoy that, because it continues to get bigger and better and more fun. So with that in mind, there are days where I feel resistance, and I feel more resistance as I begin to feel the resistance. And so then I put on my warrior suit, and I want to, slay the dragon and just push through, and it's exhausting and it's unnecessary. Yet I find myself...
And it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. And then I go to sleep and I start over again when I wake up, and I listen and I make the writing.
Would you say that there are fewer dragons to be slain now? That the ratio of good feeling experiences is increasing? And
yeah, I would say that.
So the conditions are modifying to the consistency of the vibration that you are deliberately offering.
It's undeniably freer and happier and much more abundant.
And when you stop beating up on yourself for the moments that don't feel so good, and just take them as they come, and then just do your best to softly apply what you know, it will tip even more. Because that regret or that being hard on yourself about something is the biggest factor in you preventing it from just really moving into clarity and fun.
Well, I noticed I heard I think it was a CD, or maybe it was the meditation CD, you said something about things are always just working out for me, and so I took that and I put it in there, and things are always working out for me. And then all of a sudden people started coming up to me at work and saying, we were just talking about how you're the luckiest guy we know. How do things always work out for you? And so I have clearly manifested these experiences, or allowed them to just go my way.
So here's a question that really speaks to what we've been talking about here today pointedly. So things began working out even more for you once you began offering the sentiment that things always work out for you, or you said things are working out for you because they always were. In other words, were you responding to a condition, or did the condition respond to your knowing?
I became aware that I believe that things are actually always working.
Well, what happens is, if you can start with the vibrational knowing, the conditions will respond. But if you need the conditions to respond first before you have the knowing, Wayne Dyer wrote a book some years ago, and his title was, You have to believe it to see it. When you believe it, you'll see it. Where most people say, well, I'll believe that when I see it. Well, you'll see it when you believe it is his title. You'll see it when you believe it. It responds to your practiced vibration. But the thing that is so interesting is that you find the feeling and then the universe delivers it to you. You find the feeling and then the universe delivers it to you. So you find the feeling and then the conditions do improve. Esther's been playing a game. It's working really well for her, where something will happen that is less than what she really wants it to be. So she'll just write it down. And she writes in a big letter, condition, : and then she writes in big block writing, this is the condition. And she knows that she's being dramatic. This is the unwanted condition. And then she says to herself, and the reason I would like that condition to be otherwise is because I would like to feel, and then she starts writing a short list of emotional words. I like to feel free. Free is often a word that comes. I feel free and fun and frisky and clarity. Fun, frisky, clarity. Those are Esther's most desired emotions. And then she turns to a whole other page and just fills a whole page with words like fun, words like clear, clarity, fun, full, expanding, fun, sure, ease, fun, just repeating herself, just writing them, not trying to think about them, just writing them, just writing them, just writing the words and focusing on the feeling that the word brings. And then once she fills the page, she's there, even though the condition is right where it was. The condition didn't change, didn't even make a phone call. She didn't adjust anything. She didn't wrestle it to the ground. She didn't take any action. The condition didn't change, but her mood sure did. She's showing herself what unconditional mood is. It is the mood that I prefer apart from the condition. It's unconditional. I don't have to reflect the condition by my mood. The condition doesn't control my mood because, oh, there are so many conditions in the world. So many conditions. And so much non-physical assistance helping you. You see, just got to line up with it. Yeah.
One more thing, that, and I'll get done. That I heard you do a kind of the alphabet in downstream words. And so my daughter and I will be at the breakfast table and just start appreciation, beautiful, creative. Just go through the whole thing, and it, you know, by the time we're at E, I'm practically giggling, you know, regardless of my realities of what my day are going to be. When I start that downstream focus, I tend to go in the direction I'm focusing. So when I wake up,
you don't just tend to go there.
No.
The entire universe lines up, and the path just says, you like that? Look at this. 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 And then your friends say, you are the luckiest person in the world.
So thank you for all of that.
Yes, indeed. Sure. Application of it.